I have with me Mr. Shashank Shrivastava, Senior Executive Officer of Maruti Suzuki India. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So my first question is, why come up with, why not come up with a new brand altogether, and rather than revamping the already existing Alto variant?
Yeah, so this is Alto K10 was there in our overall portfolio earlier as well. It is all it's a very known brand. It's something which gives you instant awareness. It gives you instant recognition, and it has the same brand values as the Alto K10 earlier. And Alto, in fact, is the largest selling brand in the country. So that is why we thought we will continue with the Alto K10.
Okay. So, with the festive seasons coming, what are your expectations from the sales? And also, since it's an entry-level hatchback, so and we are seeing a trend where people are more inclined towards SUVs nowadays. So, what are your expectations for the festive season?
So I'll take your question in two parts. One is about the SUV versus the hatchback. So hatchback segment actually is a very large segment. It is about 38% of the market. I'm going by last year's statistics. 40% is SUV. So SUV is only slightly ahead of hatchback segment. This hatchback segment sold about 11,52,000 cars. Maruti Suzuki sold 788,000 out of that. And to just give you a perspective, that 788,000 is the sum of the total sale of number 2 and number 3 manufacturer put together. So hatch is very important. Other thing probably statistically which might interest you or your viewers may be interested. Top 4 models in the industry are all hatches. Even today, Alto sale, 21-22 sale was 146,000, was higher than the sale of any SUV in the market. So it means that it's a very important brand. This segment is very important, and with this new Alto K10, we hope to add to that volumes. Second question on the festive season. Now, festive season is very important for auto industry. Almost 25% of the retail happens in this period. So it's in a short period, it's a very intense sales which happens. This year also we are expecting good sales because we have a lot of pending bookings and production is getting better. The semiconductor crisis is getting better, the availability is getting better. So if we are able to produce as per the underlying demand, I would expect a strong festive season.
Okay. So, since I come from Northeast and a lot of our viewers are from the Northeast, so what are your expectations from the Northeast, and what is the strategy to market Alto in the Northeast?
Yeah. So Northeast, is a very strong market for the Alto. It's a very strong market, and also for our other small cars like the Ignis or the Espresso. And I have traveled extensively in the Northeast, and I feel with those hilly areas, and it is a great vehicle. The maneuverability is very good because it's got a very small turning radius. So small cars are very important there. For us, Northeast is a very important market. Maruti Suzuki's market share in Northeast is more than 50%. Even though all India it is now become less than 50%, in Northeast we continue to be more than 50%. And we do find that the consumer there is very, very conscious of the value he or she gets from the car. So this car, and when I talk to the people in the Northeast, I feel they are techy. They understand technology very well. So in that sense, they have a very progressive and a modern outlook. And I guess therefore they keep choosing Maruti Suzuki, and that's why our market share there is more than 50%. And that region is actually, the sale is going up. And its share of the total sale of the all India has also gone up. So there is a good progress happening in the Northeast, and it remains a very important part of our overall plans.
So one more thing, electric vehicles are a buzz, these days. So is Maruti Suzuki planning anything or coming up with any ideas with coming up with a probably affordable EV?
Yes, so we are working on EVs, and while I cannot comment on the specific model, but we will be bringing the EVs sometime around 2025.
So there is a wait of around 2 to 3 more years. So what about affordabilities of EVs? Because that also, depends a lot on the sales and the consumers.
Yeah, you are right, because affordability is one of the big factors which is reducing the acceptance of EVs across the globe actually. That is why the acceptance of EV is still not very large. Primarily for the reason of cost of acquisition, which is the price, and also because of the charging infrastructure, which is absent in our country. These are the two main hurdles to cross. And for crossing the cost of acquisition, to bring down the cost of acquisition of EVs, we need to reduce the battery cost, because battery is about 50-55% of the cost of the EV vehicle. So our focus will be how to reduce the battery cost so that we can reduce the overall cost and then make EVs more mainstream than what we see currently.
Thank you so much for joining us. Well, that was Mr. Shashank Shrivastava, Senior Executive Officer, Maruti Suzuki India, and he made an important announcement here that Maruti Suzuki is also working on EVs, and their vehicle is likely to come up in the next 2 to 3 years. This is Kalyan Dev with camera person Mukut Medhi for EastMojo. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to East Mojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.